Hey everyone, it is Nurse Abby, not almost Nurse Abby, actual Nurse Abby. So I got my license number over the weekend, and today is my first day on the job. So I'm super excited. We had another nurse work today, so I'm starting at 3 p.m. and I'm gonna work overnight. And hopefully Raylan has a fairly easy night and I can spend tonight figuring out her paperwork, because this is a brand new company as well. Like, we just got all her documentation charting stuff. They do paper charting this weekend, so I haven't hardly looked at it either. So yes, tonight my goal is to get familiar with paperwork. I'm not gonna film a lot of what I do tonight with her because I want to focus on taking care of her and learning new paperwork, and that in itself is a lot. So I don't want to try to mess with the video camera as well, but I do want to make some videos so you guys can see what it looks like to do one-on-one nursing in the home, because I think it is a nurse job that it's a great opportunity to learn some really complex skill care. And yeah, I just think it's a great flexible job. For a lot of nurses don't realize they're burnout on bedside, but they're not really. If they were doing bedside in private home, doing private duty nursing in the right home, I think they would fall in love with it all over again. So I'm hoping to make videos and show people what it's like. But today it's just gonna be my first shift, figuring out paperwork and doing all the stuff Raylan needs. So yeah, I'll probably update you again at the end of the shift, or maybe in the middle of the night when things are slow. I'll update you and show you what I'm working on with her paperwork. But first day as a nurse. Hooray!
The next day.
All right, guys, my first shift as Raylan's nurse, my first day on the job. Actually, it's my second day because this was an overnight shift, is almost over. So I want to show you what the paperwork looks like. And obviously, I'm showing you this as Raylan's mom, because as a nurse, you shouldn't show your patient's paperwork. That's a HIPAA violation. But as Raylan's mom, I wanted to show people who are thinking about private duty nursing what paperwork looks like. So I'm showing you as Raylan's mom her paperwork from Carter's Care and how it's going. You do intake and output. I'm not going to show you all of it, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that's just check boxes. And then there's your nursing notes with all the stuff. You chart every 2 hours at least, or obviously anytime something significant happens. That was not that big a deal to do. My very first time doing the paperwork, and I will say there's some stuff I wasn't completely sure about, but I think I got it close to right. There's also weekly paperwork and your med logs. But for my first day on the job with brand new paperwork, I didn't think it was too overwhelming. I mean, I think it's definitely, there's time to learn the paperwork on the shift, because especially if you work a night shift, there's a little more downtime. I have to tell a little story. For a very brief time, we had a night nurse, and for several reasons, it just didn't work out for her. So she didn't stay very long, but she had a habit of leaving popsicle sticks. She would bring popsicles to work, which is fine. You can bring whatever to work, like to eat here. You're in our home like all night long. It's fine to bring food. She would bring popsicles to work, and but she would leave her popsicle sticks sometimes in Raylan's room, which I could care less, guys. Look at our, we're not exactly neat freaks, but our other nurse, she is pretty much a neat freak, and it would drive her crazy that this nurse that we had for a brief time when she worked night shifts would leave popsicle sticks everywhere. So Chris has eaten like 4 popsicles in the last few days. And I'm like, I should put popsicle sticks out for my first night shift. So I have 3 popsicle sticks in Raylan's room, and 1 out here I'll put on the armrest of the couch just to mess with our other nurse, but I'm sure she'll get a kick out of that. So, but yeah, it feels so nice to finally get paid to do care that, not that we don't love taking care of our daughter, but we're supposed to have all this nursing help And we usually, most of her life that we've had her, have not had anywhere near all of our hours filled, sometimes none. And right now we have pretty much nursing help, which is great. And then now for me to be able to get paid to do some of that nursing stuff that should be done, with the help of nurses, but just can't be, it's just really nice. So I wish there was a paid parent caregiver program in Illinois. Some other states have that, because it's really hard to hold any sort of job outside the home when you have kids like Raylan that you need to care for, and they have so many doctor's appointments and can't get a good night's sleep through the night a lot of times because of their medical needs. So that's why some states have paid parent caregiver programs. Illinois says they want to. There's just a lot of red tape with it. They're not anywhere close to getting it. I know most parents in my position can't go back to school to be a nurse. It is too much of a commitment. They don't have enough nursing help and family support to go back to school. And it was a rough 2 months. We were crazy busy. It's gonna pay off now. Great first day, night. So I'm excited. I guess that's my update. I don't have a whole lot to say. My brain's probably not thinking the best at this point, but I just think this is a great job for nurses to consider. It's not considered enough, not nearly enough.